Good evening, Tom Gallo, owner of the pet shop. So clearly there's a lot of false information out there. After the last council meeting, we reached out to the only person that was an Old Bridge resident and who raised concerns how we would affect the Old Bridge shelter specifically. I asked to meet with her and hear her perspective and hear her concerns about the store. She refused to meet. We answered all her questions, letting her know that we share our breeders, what's included with our puppies, etc. We also let her know we'll not be selling cats or kittens, since that rumor seems to be going around. After refusing to meet with us, she started posting on Facebook and started a petition spreading false information and lies, even though she had all the correct information from us. We reached out several more times to meet with her before finally getting a response. I will meet with you when you agree to not sell puppies, otherwise we have nothing to discuss. Other people harassing you to pass this ban have no interest in a two-way discussion about it either. Rather than meet in person and talk about it like adults, they would rather sit behind their keyboards, spread false information and lies, curse at us, and yes, even threaten us, threatening my family. Last meeting, Sherry expressed her concerns about us affecting the shelter. You'll hear from people tonight claiming pet shops have a negative impact on local shelters. This is not true. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Less than 5.5% of shelter pets are purebred. There is a 5.3 million gap in demand for dogs in the United States between the number of dogs available in the shelters and the annual demand for dogs in the U.S. In our store, we have programs to not only help support the local shelters, but to ensure that no dog purchased from our store ends up in a shelter. Our Pets for a Lifetime policy is to ensure that none of the pets sold in our store end up homeless or in the animal shelter. We will take back or find a home for any pet sold in our store. We also have a program that helps support providing food for the animal shelter. I know they have a long list of cat food online, but they really need help. As you can see, we're not a threat to the animal shelters. Instead, we'll be an asset. I stopped by the Old Bridge Animal Shelter the other day and spoke with the very friendly staff there. I was surprised to see only 2 dogs there. One adult pit bull mix and the other currently not adoptable due to a skin condition. When I asked how often they got dogs in, the response was rarely. They mostly get cats. There were several cats up for adoption. I would love the opportunity to work with the Old Bridge Shelter to help find these cats new forever homes. We have space in our store dedicated that we can put these cats in our store. The store would get a lot more traffic than the Old Bridge Shelter does. We offer incentives to people who adopt the cats as well. Free food, litter boxes, all incentives to try to help find these cats homes. For the people who claim we source our puppies from puppy mills, I ask this. Have you ever visited a USDA licensed breeder, let alone the specific ones we'll be getting our puppies from? The answer is no, you haven't. And yet they will stand up here today and tell you we buy from puppy mills. They'll show you stock photos from online and just Google pics of puppy mills. They're horrific. Puppy mills are terrible. These breeders are nothing like that. We have pictures and video on our website of us personally visiting the breeders that we buy from. I've gone as far as flying my drone around the whole property to assure people there's no secret back buildings that people are claiming there are. And the front is a ruse. Completely untrue. I made sure the breeders we are getting our puppies from are the best of the best. I hope these people making their false accusations get a chance to visit these breeders and see for themselves how wrong they really are. We plan on having several more breeder trips, and we welcome all of the council and the mayor to come with us on these breeder trips and see the breeders for yourself. Thank you.
Chris Fleming.
Hello, Council. My name is Chris Fleming. That's F-L-E-M-1-N-I-N-G. I'm from Neosho, Missouri. I am the co-owner of Pinnacle Pet in Neosho, Missouri. And we'll be responsible for helping the Gallo family source their pets for their store. They asked me to come out and just kind of explain some of the stuff that we do. We I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I've got 2 children. One's 18 and one's 16. Both are fixing to turn 19 and 17. They've grown up and doing what we do. One's going to school to be a veterinarian. The other plans on being an accountant. We work with about 200 USDA licensed breeders. And it was actually Tom that had, when he came out a year or so ago, and he broke out a drone, it reminded me, well, that's one of the things that I guess our purpose is to try to provide that transparency. Nobody likes puppy mills. Nobody likes any of the pictures that everybody puts out that says this is what a puppy mill is. I don't, nor have I ever met one individual that says, oh yeah, I condone that. Nobody does. But the only way to combat that is with the truth. And so our purpose of our company is to go out, offer inspection, and try to make it as transparent as possible for an Old Bridge consumer or customer to come in and come to the store and see directly where that pet comes from. So with his idea of drone, we purchased a drone. By the end of the summer, every pet that goes into the store, with a QR code, their customers will be able to see exactly where that came from, the kennel that came from, be able to see the parents, the sires, the dams, the weights, be able to see any veterinary records. I have 2 veterinarians on staff, Dr. Bill Oxford, Dr. Scott Gardner, and I also employ 42 other employees, all responsible for caring for the dogs, inspecting the kennels, and ensuring that they leave our place and get to the new store with as little stress as possible. And that's the whole goal, so they can find their family as quickly as possible. We insure with all the staff, with the doctors, we insure and are able to provide to every customer that purchases a pet that comes through us a health guarantee against any genetic or inheritable issues. We also provide a 5-generation pedigree. We track all that information to ensure that if there's a genetic issue that pops up, that we don't continue to have that issue from a same breed pair. We offer in March 7th actually is our 12th educational conference. This year will be attended by 400 breeders. We have the CEO of the Orthopedic Foundation for Animals, a geneticist from Mars Wisdom Panel, numerous other speakers, a virologist with Merck Animal Health, that all come and spend all day talking to our breeders and other breeders that don't necessarily visit with us on how to provide a better pet. So that's March 7th, and I'll extend the offer that Tom's up there at any point in time. You don't even have to announce it. Stores do it quite a bit. Come by the shop. We're more than happy to show you exactly where the puppies come from. Thank you.